we need that particular product. So these type of sentences can help to them student, help that particular organization to get that product as early as possible. So next, let's
Can
move
we
on.
have a sample that would, I think,
Yes,
help
ma'am,
the
that will be
students?
help to more to the students. The first sample I would like to show, that is where the, as per the reference of the advertisement, the Motawala Construction is asking for the material to the one organization. So let's have a look on that sample of solicited inquiry, ma'am. So with reference to an advertisement in Industrial Times, write a letter to Calcutta Company Limited inquiring the price, terms of sale, etc. Motawala Construction, Bank Road, Margoa. So first of all, as we have seen that into the format of the letters, we should always start with the company name, and the company name that should be into the center of the paper.
Most of the companies have a printed letterhead where they have their name and the address typed center spaced. So this is such kind of business correspondence written on a letterhead,
Correct, ma'am. Then
which is followed by the date. Can the students tell me what should come in the receiver's address? I have not included there. Can you tell me where the receiver's address should come? Can you look at the question and probably you will get an answer?
Ma'am, it should be after the date of the and between the dear sirs. But ma'am, something is less over there. What exactly it is?
I think they have to write the manager, Calcutta Aluminium Company Limited, probably Calcutta. So the address would get complete there, writing the address of the receiver. And I would also like the students to provide a subject for the letter. Look at the question and then provide a subject.
So ma'am, the subject will be over here, that an inquiry for the an inquiry for the aluminium tools over here. So after the subject, we should focus on to whom we are writing. We should generally use nowadays dear sir instead of respected sirs.
Yes.
So that is, you know, ma'am, when we were using semi-block formation, we were using respected sir, and nowadays in full block format, we are focusing rather than the respected sir, we are focusing on dear sir.
Dear sir.
Now let's have a first paragraph. We read with the interest your advertisement in the Industrial Time of 16th August 2012 and were impressed by the descriptions of the aluminium screws and fittings made by you.
So we are giving them the reference, the place from where we got information about their product, and then we move on to give a little information about yourself, self-introduction that we talked about. We are a leading construction contractors and dealers in this area. The demand for aluminium is increasing. We have a large number of inquiries and orders too. So we are talking about both the things. The first, our own introduction, and second, we are talking about why we are writing the letter. We have a lot of orders and we have a lot of things to be purchased. So that is our first paragraph, where we have three things. One, source of information. Second, self-introduction. And third, the reason why we are writing the letter. Then we move on to the next paragraph, where we are talking about
Kindly send us your quotation, catalog and price list for wholesale purchases. Since our annual requirements in metal fittings of all kinds exceeds rupees 3 lakh, we would like to place regular orders with you. Hence, please quote your most favorable price and terms. Ma'am, what exactly the quotation and catalog?
quotation is a technical term which means offer. When any company provides you goods, they would be able to tell you at what price and within how many days they are able to supply the goods to you. So they quote their best prices, they quote what discounts they are able to offer, and therefore since they are quoting their prices, we call this a quotation. And sometimes we also call this an offer, because they are giving you an offer to purchase goods at a particular price having particular discounts.
Correct. So that is all about quotation and catalog, ma'am. So does our letter is completed, ma'am?
Yes, we finish the letter with the complimentary clause where we write yours faithfully, signature and name of the person.
Correct. So that is all about yours faithfully, the manager, the Mutawala Constructions, ma'am. So this is all about the solicited inquiry of the sample. Now let's move on
to replies. Offers and replies to offers. Replies can also be, replies to inquiries are also called offer or quotation. As I was just telling you now, since the seller is quoting his best prices, it is called a quotation, or they are giving you an offer, therefore it is called offer.
So replies generally are promptly, even it should be thanking and thanking to the inquirer, ma'am. Generally in reply letter we are always mentioning the prices. The prices in the sense we can send them either in the form of catalog or quotations which is enclosed with that particular letter. Even that we can send separately also, ma'am. Do you know how we can generally terms of sales, that is also the reply letter.
Sometimes you know what
Yes, ma'am.
happens, they send in the letter itself the prices are mentioned,
Correct.
or sometimes they send it as an enclosure,
Okay.
or at other times what happens is they reply to the letter and they send a separate brochure in a different mail.
Okay.
So various kinds of possibilities are there. It can be either enclosed, it can be separate. So the quotation and offer can be also in the form of a catalog or a price list. So there are various forms of responding to an inquiry letter.
So that we can say that reply letter can be with the catalog or either with the separately it can be sent. Okay, ma'am. So generally what are the sales of the terms, ma'am? What exactly it is? What type of terms that should be?
Terms of sale actually refers to primarily three most important things. First, what kind of payment they are expecting. Do they expect the payment in cash? Do they expect it in some kind of credits? So what kind of payment terms do they offer? How much time do they give you for making payments? Do they have to offer it? Are they offering you any kind of discounts, or are there any kind of special offers? So payment terms includes all such aspects which are related to particular products prices. The second thing is time period. Suppose they are giving you an offer that you can avail 20% discount if you purchase 50 goods, but then they will set a limit. You cannot send an order 3 months later. You
Okay.
have to respond within 15 days.
Okay.
So that is time validity of the offer, and how much time they would take for completing your order.
Correct.
So suppose you ask them to send 1000 notebooks.
Okay.
So they would probably say, we need 3 weeks to supply you the order. So that is time period. And what is transportation, Shilpa?
Ma'am, transportation, it is exactly that how they are going to deliver the product. Either by the road transportation, either by the rail transportation, or by air transportation. Suppose they are providing by the road transportation, then how they are going to charge to you? Either it
Yes.
will be going to provide by that particular organization, or it will be provided by the person who is going to purchase
Absolutely,
that. So
because
that is
if-
all about the transportation, ma'am.
Because
Where-
if we have to pay, then that would be an addition to the price at which we are
We-
buying the goods. So I
Correct.
think that is also very important to
Important.
get to know what mode of transport they are following. And does it also include the packaging? Suppose you are purchasing crockery, then who will bear the cost of packing the goods?
Correct,
So
ma'am.
do they include all these things in offer?
Yes, ma'am. That is just always whatever terms, conditions is applying to that particular organization about for that costing. So always they are mentioning into that offer letter that what exactly you want to pay and for what, how much you are going to pay. That is all included into the transportation, ma'am. Now,
Okay.
can we look on drafting of offers, ma'am? Is it the same with the inquiry letter, ma'am?
In inquiry letter, we gave them some kind of openings and closings, but here we are first going to give them some kind of guidelines.
Correct,
Because
ma'am.
offers normally can be of two kinds. One An offer can be to a regular customer. We can offer them if we have introduced any new kind of prices, if we have introduced any new kind of discounts, or if we have some new goods, then we are routinely responding to our regular customers. But we can also be writing to customers who have come to us for the first time. So we are responding to the first time inquirers in a separate manner. We have to be very careful and particular about how we respond to them, because these people are very crucial to us. We want to convert them into customers. So when we are drafting our replies, we have to be using such kind of words which are what we call our USPs, unique selling points, which attract the customer to come to us and give us business rather than to go to somebody else. So we talk about selling points, unique features of our products.
Correct, ma'am. So that, ma'am, can we say that the replies or offers can replace the salesperson? Can we say?
Yes, of course,
How?
Why
How,
not?
ma'am?
They actually, the offer letter is doing the work of a salesperson. When we have a salesperson, salesperson tries to convince the prospective buyers about telling us the good aspects of the product that he or she is going to sell, and convincing us by telling how we will benefit by purchasing goods from that particular shopkeeper. The same function has to be performed by our offer letter or our quotation. We not only tell what products we have, we also tell how good our products are, how better our products are, and by offering them some good discounts, by offering them competitive prices, we are replacing the salesperson in a shop. And therefore, if we say that a quotation letter is a kind of a sales letter, we would not be entirely wrong. And I think you are very right, Shilpa, there,
Yes,
by
ma'am.
asking how an offer letter can be capable to be a salesperson in business transaction.
Correct, ma'am. You are absolutely right, ma'am. That a salesperson can replace into the form of the reply letter. Now, what
There
are
are
the do's
do's
for drafting
drafting
in offer
offer
letter?
letter, yes.
You are not supposed to make such a mistakes.
Yes.
So in that we can say that refer the date when the letter of inquiry should you have received.
Yes.
Even the number of that letter.
So
What
reference number and date are very important.
Yes, very important, ma'am. Without them, suppose the date has been gone for the order and you are just referring that letter, so it is not possible into the order.
Yes,
So that
definitely.
means you have to refer the date of the inquiry and the reference number from where you have taken that.
Taken
is.
the letter,
Yes.
And it
First
is
of-
also very necessary to thank and show appreciation for the interest that a prospective customer has taken in your product. So
Correct.
you should begin by thanking the person, thank and show interest. You have been happy to receive a letter, and mention that in the letter itself.
So that means, ma'am, you have to thank them. You should reply into the promptly manner. You should answer that questions which has been asked to you. Even whatever reply you are giving, so that should be into the cheerful manner. So that is all about. You should also add some relevant information which has been
yes.
asked to you, or which should you want to discuss. So that necessary information should also be given into that particular letter, ma'am.
Yes, sometimes
Even-
the customer might not have mentioned, or he might not be aware of any special offers that are going on. So you can mention that if an order can be placed within 10 days time, you can extend a special offer which is about to get over soon, or you can say that a new product has come into the market which might interest the buyer. He might not be aware of it. So if there is any additional information that you have and you think that would help the buyer, definitely pass it on, mention that in the letter itself.
Correct, ma'am. So that is all about which positive aspect you can mention into the
Yes.
for offer letters, ma'am.
Letter, huh.
Now, that next we can move that.
Some more
Reply.
do's of drafting a letter.
Yes, ma'am.
The last one, the things that you have to also mention is state the terms of sales clearly and concisely. The time that you would require to execute an order. Suppose you have to print 1000 notebooks or maybe more than that, it might take you a little longer. So
Correct.
instead of telling them lies that we would be able to supply the order within 1 week, you might unduly inconvenience them as well as inconvenience yourself. So it would be much better that you mention clearly how much time you would take to deliver a particular order.
Correct, ma'am. And again, that is place and mode of delivery, ma'am. Where we are going to deliver, how we are going to deliver, and when we are going to deliver. So that is also the mode of the transaction and the mode of the transportation which is going to delivered by that particular
Yes.
organization, ma'am. It is also the important aspect, because when
Absolutely.
you need that particular product, and if it is not available and you are not getting that particular product, so it is too difficult for the production also. It can affect that work.
Yes.
For example, I have given some work for the material of the printing, and the papers are not available with me, so that printing will be stopped over there.
Yes.
So exactly I need to know that when I am going to receive that product and when exactly it is going to be received by my production department, ma'am. So that
and
is
validity of offer, the last point is also very important. I may be able to offer, as I've said earlier also, I may be able to offer some discounts for a specified period of time, maybe 15 days, maybe 20 days. So you have to clearly specify the validity till when the offer is applicable, so that the buyer can place an order within that time period, and crossing that time period, he or she should not expect the same offer to continue.
correct, ma'am.
So let us now move on to the samples that we have. This is a reply to an inquiry, a quotation letter. We were looking at the Motwala letter earlier, where the letter was written to the Calcutta Aluminium Company Limited. So we have here a sample quotation letter.
Correct, ma'am. And this sample quotation letter is replied by the Calcutta Aluminium Company Limited to the Motwala Company
Constructions.
Limited. Yes,
Yes.
ma'am. So here Calcutta has replied that it is replied on 23rd August, which is asked by Motwala on 28th August.
Yes.
And then
So
after
the reply is very prompt. Within
prompt,
3
ma'am.
days.
Within
they
3
have
days they have replied.
Yes,
So,
and
after
there
that,
is also in the first paragraph, they are also thanking
Yes,
and also
ma'am.
saying that we are impressed by your advertisement, glad to know that you are. So thanking and showing, being cheerful, getting impressed by their letter. So all the things that are needed to be courteous to the seller are already there in the
so
letter.
it means we should always thank to the particular
Thank to the-
organization,
yes.
ma'am.
Huh.
And after that, in the second para, they have mentioned the enclosed catalog will give you all the necessary details. It means they have already attached the catalogs and quotations or price list also, so that will provide them about what exactly the conditions and what price they are going to they have to provide, they have to
Provide.
pay.
Yes.
So that is all about the second para. Even they have also mentioned that, ma'am, ki you will also get a special trade discount of 5% on all orders and additional 5% on all orders exceeding rupees 20.
Oh, that is 10% discount if they
Yes,
have
ma'am. They are
20,000
providing 10%
order.
discounts.
Okay, that is very clear, that 5%
Yes,
for
ma'am.
general and 5% for orders exceeding 20,000.
Correct.
So that is what we call payment